as we jump into our best of 3 between herO and Solar. As we have to the top right-hand side of the map on Habitation Station, our blue Zerg player from Spliced Gaming. It is Solar. But I want all the baubles, says Senpai. We can't give you all the baubles. If we gave you all the baubles, I wouldn't have any money left. Because I know you guys would be giving me loads of money to like have baubles. I'm like spending it all on actual baubles. Oh, it's crazy. To the top left-hand side of the map, our red Protoss player is going to be herO from, of course, XCJ Entus, not X-Liquid. The reels on the truck go wow, 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 says Faith in the chat. I still don't agree with that truck. I really feel as though the first wow should be where the SHI Wardy face goes, because then it's like I'm driving the truck, you know? Does that not make like infinite more sense than having a wow driving the truck and my head being on the front of the truck like you killed me and, you know, proclaimed on by driving it around on the front of a truck? Maybe it's just me, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, we're just setting up here. I mean, herO has just put a gateway on the low ground for now. Looks as though he will take an expansion on this base. Not going to be any gold-based shenanigans right away. Not even from Solo just yet. First expansion, very standard on the normal hatchery down here. Hatch gas pool is going to be popping up as well. By the way, JBush123 has apparently subbed. It says sub on my events list, but I didn't see a sub in the chat. Am I going crazy? Did I miss a sub? Or is it one of those subs where you've resubbed and it shows up as a new sub, but it doesn't show in the chat until you press your resub button from refreshing the stream or something? It might be like that. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a sub in the chat. I feel as though someone would have shouted at me and been like, God damn it, come on dude, what are you playing at? Interesting. So, as we look to see what's going on, a pylon comes up and just going to be seeing this gold base being blocked a little bit. Look at this reflection, son. Look at these minerals being reflected down onto the ground. What is this? Like high settings or what, boys? Absolutely ridiculous. We've got. I didn't even know you could get reflections of minerals on the floor. It's insane. It's like life-changing. It changes my entire StarCraft 2 experience. It changes absolutely everything over here. Maybe you've seen this adept just moving over to the right-hand side. It's going to be a little bit annoying. I actually have 2 drones and a ling and 2 lings and a drone. Now 4 lings and a drone trying to break their way through this pylon to take a third hatchery. Here we're going to pop a cyber core down as well. Putting the cyber core because it has the most energy of, the most health of all of these buildings. So it has the most health of all of these buildings, which means that it kind of generates health a lot faster and it can block for longer, whereas other buildings might get killed while still being built. It takes just a little bit more to do that with against the cybernetics cores. The Adept's still looking to see what's up. And we're just going to be seeing these lings trying to chase down this Adept, continue to kite away. And the Queen going to be trading here as well. Queen just, again, pushing the Adept away. This Adept's been annoying. It's been a nice little opening from herO. Small little things which have, which are adding up, you know, as the game goes by. Small little things as the game goes by. Going to clean this up. Third hatch will come down. And go from here. Little Cannon, my man, what's up? Thank you very much for subbing, bro. How you doing? Thank you very much for lending me a bed in your hotel room for the night. Appreciate it. I'm just going to be seeing these lings coming forward, so I'm just going to try and clean up a couple of these adepts. Thank you very much for looking. Dude, you also get a bauble on the Christmas tree. Let me know if you want green, shiny green, silver, or glittery silver. Pick a color, and you will be on the tree. It's like magic. It's like literal magic. You can see this pro going in towards the natural expansion, pulling back right now. As we see at home, herO's been setting up into this Resonating Glaives play that we saw pretty much from Maxed as well. So we'll see what herO does differently to make this work out. I mean, he's already gone off to a good start, though. I mean, delaying this third hatchery for a long time, forcing a lot of lings out early as well to help deal with the adepts that have been very frustrating so far. That's what's just been pretty crazy. We're going to be seeing these this pylon just going to be taken down, just opening up access to that gold base for later in the game. As we're going to see herO doing the exact same as Maxed did on Overgrowth. Those 2 Stargates coming in as a follow-up. You're going to be seeing him playing with most likely the Phoenix then in the very near future. As for now, Solo will just get ready to defend against this. His Lingbane playstyle is setting up ready to go. Evo Chamber getting set to start upgrading that +1 melee upgrade most likely over the next few minutes. As we're going to be seeing these Adepts just shading away back over to the left-hand side. This Adept going to be trying to do a little bit more. And again, just everything in general joining up together. Double Oracle actually going to be coming out here first, which is a bit different. So double Oracle, we'll see if he goes double Phoenix after as well, if he's going to go for something really crazy like Mass Oracle. You never know. You never know. As we're going to be seeing the +1 melee again, just on the way up from solo. So very similar to Overgrowth game against Maxed. Just wants to get that lair sometime soon, open up access to Bane speed, and also with that Bane speed coming into play, you can then go into the Roach Roar on the Roach speed, and more and more and more as well. So I'll pull him back over to the right-hand side here as we see Queens just gathering up out the front. Third Nexus from herO will come down on the gold as he goes into Phoenix after these 2 Oracles. So 2 Oracles to harass around a bit, Revelations, keep map control, and then go into the Phoenix as well, which can be really good to harass with, keep the circle on the other side of the map. And again, we'll look for the differences between this game and the last game that was very similar to this, just to see kind of how see how herO deals with this differently to try and maybe bring himself to victory. As I'm going to be seeing this couple of Oracles backing away up to the top side and getting ready to go. Silver bauble for Lokan. Alright. It's going up after this game. We are really going through baubles at an extraordinary rate right now. It's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit crazy. Anyways, these 2 Oracles join up together from herO. And look to see what's up. We see already these Queens getting a shot off onto these 2 Oracles. So getting ready to try and push them back. Obviously, if the Oracles are taken down, the lack of Revelations is really nice because Solo doesn't want to be kind of seen wherever he goes with his entire army, right? He wants to make sure he can kind of, stay on the map and be aggressive, but, without kind of just herO just stalking him around, knowing exactly what's going on and where everything is going on, what's happening, all the rest of it. 2 Phoenix on the way up over here from herO, as we're going to be seeing 4 of them going in towards the main base already. So just looking for a couple probe kills early, maybe looking for this Queen kill actually as it goes too far away from the Spore Crawler. So that's a nice little pickup here. So we're going to see that Queen getting picked off, and again, just going to be seeing these couple of Oracles over here actually slowly working their way through this hatchery. He sees the Queens coming in because of the Revelation, so sees that coming in, and the Oracles are going to back away in plenty of time. A couple of drones going down towards the main base as Phoenix continue to do what the Phoenix do best, which is just general harassment and slowing down the economy of the Zerg player here in these earlier stages of the mid-game before the kind of really large fights start coming in. But look at this, Fleet Beacon coming down, a third Stargate as well, +1 air weapons. I think carriers are going to be on the way very, very shortly here in this game. Don't know what else herO would really be going in towards that Fleet Beacon and a third Stargate 4, unless he's going to go even harder on the rest of, even harder on the Phoenix production, I guess. It's not an impossibility, but it'd be pretty ridiculous if you actually added on all of that for just more Phoenix at this stage. Phoenix are pretty good, but it gets to a point where there's a reasonable amount of Phoenix to have, and even this isn't that many Phoenix. You can go up to 12 to 18 sometimes, but you do want to kind of make sure that when you're going into these Phoenix, if you're going into 12 to 18, you don't need triple Stargate to do that. There we go. Carrier's on the way, and you're going to just get confirmed that that's what this is going to be. Mothership as well. herO just heading straight towards his late game. Those carriers have been very powerful as of late in the matchup, so we'll see how this is going to turn out this time around as we're going to be seeing these Phoenix moving around as well. Going to see the gold base will go down very shortly. Lingbane, Ravager, Queen moving forwards as well. We'll see what they can get up to, and we're just going to be seeing this Overlord getting picked off. So Overlord gets picked off here. Queens are going to be pushing these Phoenix back as well. Big counterattack coming in from Solo across the map. If you can call it a counterattack, it's only really the Phoenix which are on this side. So just Solo in general moving across the map. But look at that, the Phoenix picking off a few Banes already. Just making life a little bit more difficult for Solo here over the next few minutes. Again, a couple of Oracles just sat overhead as the cannon just shoot off onto a couple of Zerglings. Queen getting lifted up as well, now down towards this third base. So that Queen will go down. And you'll see more Queens continue to work their way through the Phoenix. The Phoenix taking a little bit more damage as well. We're just going to be seeing a lot more Banes of Solo continuing to come on into play right here. So a lot more Banes coming in. We see this Photon Cannon is doing a little bit of damage onto one of these Ravagers already. And well, here we go, Solo with plenty of units. Sassad Wards are on the way up. That's maybe one of the big things about the Oracles and getting those early. Oh man, that's a lot of Sassad Wards Lings now. Those are going to be caught up and they're not able to really do anything for the very near future. So we're going to see Queens moving forwards. They'll try and get rid of this Mothership to begin with. There's an Overseer here, so you can see things. How many carriers we got? Just the 3 for now. They take a long time to build as we're going to see these Banes running forwards. He's going to connect quite nicely onto the Adepts on the ground. Another Stasis Ward on the high ground helps out. More Lings coming out of that Stasis Ward initially. More Banes wolfing in all the while as well. Queens transfusing each other as they try to get rid of these last few interceptors. Still trying to bust through on the ground. What on earth is going on? There's an absolute mess of units here from Solar and herO as these Lings and Banes move through in towards the gold base. But still, a lot of probes will go down now. But is there going to be enough? I think in the skies, these units will eventually clean up anyway. So herO will clean up, but he took a lot of damage here in the meanwhile. hero's got lots of money in the bank to spend as well, though. Solar now going into Aspire, but is that just a bit too late? This attack has not worked for him. There's still plenty of carriers up. 3 of them, in fact, and about to be 6, so the carrier count is about to double. And Solar has no real anti-air. You know, he's got, well, he had Queens, not anymore. He's got 6 of them. But he doesn't have Hydras. He doesn't have Corruptors. He doesn't really have a way to do this anymore. Like, he just doesn't have an army left to fight carriers. And so as herO moves across the map, he's going to be nigh on unbeatable. Like, these interceptors are going to be able to do way too much. And he actually has a couple carriers at home right now, kind of picking off some of these Zerglings. And, I mean, it's slow and these Lings are still annoying, but, I mean, if he goes across the map and there's just no way for him to actually kind of lose these carriers, then what's going to happen? Well, we're just going to be seeing Zerglings dying. We're going to be seeing the carriers just dropping down, the interceptors going in, and you see these Queens starting to take a little bit of damage here. These Queens starting to take quite a bit of damage, and lots of these interceptors doing a lot right now. As you can see, I mean, the Queens just don't last long enough, right? Like, they just don't do enough to clean up the interceptors fast enough at this point. And as we just see them slowly going down. The Smoke Roll here will definitely be helping a lot, but I mean, it's just not getting better, and that's the main issue. It doesn't get better, it only seems to get worse. And that said, herO is only on 2 bases, so it's not completely game over just yet from Solar. I just don't feel as though he gets enough up to realistically ever get rid of these air units. 9 Corruptors are on the way, 4 more Queens being built, but these units are going to get picked off a couple at a time. These 2 Corruptors spawning on the natural expansion will die first of all, for example, and then there's only what, like 7 or 8 Corruptors on their own, and it's just not going to be enough, surely. These units all gathering up together. And there's the first 2 Corruptors going down instantly. Another Queen walks down to low ground, goes down before it gets anywhere. Lings and Banes still across the map. Still a Children busts through. There's sentries in position at depths as well. Shouldn't really be able to get much done, but the thing is, the Ling Bane is useless across the map anyways. It's never going to help against this army over here. So it's one of these positions where herO is just going to have way too much, and I just don't think there's a way for Solar to fight back into this. The supply Solar now is dropping as well quite drastically. This entire base gets cleaned out super quickly. Drones do transfer down to this bottom base, but it's only a matter of time before this Protoss army moves in that direction as well. As more carriers join the fray, I mean, there's more and more interceptors coming in as well. The damage output is just even higher. As we do see these Lings and a couple of Banes collecting together over to the left-hand side. Warp Prism from herO. He is going to be looking to see what direction it can go as well. There goes that Warp Prism. Corruptor's taking that down, and again, we're just going to be seeing these units. That's just going to recall away. So it recalls back home. We'll collect everything together once again. herO going to take a few moments to kind of regroup, get ready to go. I mean, well, the Lings and Banes are still really not an issue at all. I mean, they just don't do anything. Yeah, I mean, these adepts and sentries might die, so what? There's still a mass of units in the sky that can just never be touched by Solar's army. He has 9 Corruptors and 8 Queens. I mean, we saw 8 to 10 Queens, I think, in the first push, and that wasn't enough to do, even a bit of damage against this sort of air army. So, are the 8 Corruptors going to really make a difference? They have no upgrades against the +1 air weapons. I really don't think they are. Let's see, as we're going to see nice force fields initially. Will help out a lot. The Interceptor's already picking away at a whole bunch of these units. The Queen's going down super quickly. The Transfusers can barely come out fast enough, as we see pretty much just spamming out all of those. The Void Rays added into the composition will help a lot against the Corruptors too. And Solar's army disappears under the flock of Interceptors. GG. And that is going to be herO taking game number 1. So, to the bottom right-hand side of the map, our blue Zerg player is going to be from Spliced Gaming. Can he bounce back in this series? It is Solar down here to the bottom right. And to the top left-hand side of the map, it's going to be the red Protoss player. It is herO. You guys having a nice little chat today in the chat. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. Pokeball lol. Hey, I think they make pretty good Pokeballs. Like, just collecting my subs, collect my supporters. It's my secret plan. I'm actually collecting your essence or something. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation. It's never going to work out well for me. I am concerned about the number of baubles we're using so quickly. We're going to need like 2 more boxes of this, right? I actually wonder if the tree is going to be able to withstand the weight of all the baubles. I wonder if there's going to be enough branches to put on the tree. We might have to make like an addition to this tree. Like, might just have to like have like a rack next to it where we hang some extra baubles or something. It's pretty crazy. Are there any Harry's promotions or deals at the moment? Asks Looper in the chat. You can get a free trial with Harry's if you go onto the link below the stream. Click it, it'll take you to the page. You can start a free trial. If you use the coupon code WARDI at the checkout, you'll get yourself a free post-shave balm as well. You do have to pay for the postage and packaging, but otherwise you do get the free trial kit, which is worth a bit more than the postage and packaging is worth. Wardy fam office tour when? I literally have my camera with me today to film an office tour, but now my office is a bit of a mess, so maybe not today. Just maybe tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe today. Depends how much admin work I have to get done tonight. Like, I've got a lot of graphics to make tonight, actually. I've got a lot of graphics to make tonight. Anyways, just to go back to Harry's quickly. Exclamation mark Harry's in the chat. We'll give you the link as well and tell you all about it. Kaboom. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Alrighty. So, as we set on up into game number 2 of this best of 3, we're going to have a little bit of a look-see to see what's going on. A couple of adepts on the way out here from herO. And, yeah, just going to be seeing a couple of adepts moving down to the bottom right-hand side very shortly. I mean, super standard stuff so far. Nothing really too ridiculous. I guess this was like a Nexus first or something. Most likely. I don't think it was 2 gates before Nexus, or the Nexus would just be finishing a few moments ago. He wouldn't have 30 workers. So, Nexus first into double gate, Twilight Council behind it, and it will just be some adept pressure in these early stages to see what he can get up to. So 2 adepts already on the way down towards the lower right-hand side of the map. There's a couple of links from Solo just going to come across, click around, maybe pick up some info. Really getting towards the natural expansion. There might very well be a wall up, and it is completed. Oh, nope, there is a little bit of a gap. I was going to say, I don't think he should complete it fully. But surely he does want to get some units out of there later without killing the pylon. But then I thought, well, maybe he actually just wants to stop these lings getting in, but it's very expensive to build a gateway and cancel it just to stop lings getting in. So that's going to be 3 gateways in total, very standard for the double adept opening. We're going to see 4 workers picked off already, man. These adepts have a lot of health on them as well, so this is going to be even more workers killed. Solo's taking a lot of damage early, and this is not damage you can afford to take when your opponent's on a Nexus first and is just chrono boosting out probes from a super early stage of the game. 6 workers killed right now, jumps back in towards the main base. He's going to get 1 more with this last adept. 7 workers down, and Solo trails by 8. Heading out of this early stage harassment. Resident Enclaves is going to be about halfway done, super soon. And it's going to be seen about 7 drones picked off here. There's a few adepts just going to go over to the left-hand side, and pylon in the Nexus is going to go down. 2 pylons in the Nexus going to be coming on down. And this overlord from Solar still looking to see what's up and what's good. Bane and Nest coming in as well from Solar now on the natural expansion. And the 3rd hatchery just set up, but obviously not much saturation over here due to the damage he's taken early. As herO is obviously very happy with how things have been going so far for his last game, and is looking to do something very similar here once again. So a couple of Stargates are on the way up, and we are going to be seeing a couple of Overlords starting to move on out on the map as well. Solo just spreading out, getting some information early. Bane the Nest and Evo Chamber once again. So what does Solo need to change? Well, I really feel as though the problem was Carriers just came up and he just didn't really know Carriers were on the way up, / he never really had a response to Carriers. You know, he put so much into that initial sort of Ling Bane Ravager attack with the Queens that by the time it came around, I feel as though his attack would have been very good against kind of a higher Phoenix count, but against like a faster carrier play, he just did not have the units he needed to take down carriers, such as Hydras, such as Corruptors. So he didn't have any of that. Now, one of the popular ways to shut down kind of fast carriers has been to go into a fairly early, nice little baiting connections here as these adepts getting caught, has been to go into kind of a faster Spire and to go into a +1 attack upgrade and to hit kind of a +1 Corruptor timing where you can target down the carriers super quickly, and that can do quite a lot super effectively as well. As we're going to be seeing these adepts just going up towards the upper left-hand side, and we're going to be seeing all these adepts will gather together now towards the 3rd base. A couple of Phoenix just working their way through this Overlord as well. And this Overlord going to be going down in a moment or two, so Overlord goes down. And 2 more Phoenix popping out in just a few moments. A few lings up to the upper right, and Well, he does have a Bane nest this time, so we might actually see Bane drops this time, guys. Not like last time. I was like, yeah, it's going to be Bane drops after talking for about half a minute, how it's very different that he doesn't have the Bane nest this time around. So that's going to be kind of what happens this time here. Hopefully the Bane drops coming in. Those fallings. Just waiting to morph into Banes, and there we go. 2. Okay, I mean, you can do 2, you can do 3, you can do 4 even. I mean, there's a few different ways of doing it. Sometimes it's nice to leave a couple of lings in there so that they can chase down low health probes afterwards. So that may be kind of what he was thinking. He's actually just going to morph into 4, just didn't have the money straight away to do all of them. So 4 Banes, they'll get ready to drop. There's still a depth pressure in at the front from herO. The Phoenix picking off some workers too now. The Fleet Beacon transition once again. It's a very similar way of playing here in game number 2 as it was in game number 1. herO, some very standard stuff for us at this point, showing us how he likes to play the PvZ in this current patch. Phoenix will move over to the right hand side, and a little bit of damage coming in off of a couple of the queens. Bane's getting ready to drop though, and here we go. Bane's getting ready to go. Nice pull away. Scylla didn't really drop in time. Oh, he might still get some here. Oh, so close. He gets 3. Not bad. He gets the sentry as well. Could have been worse. And it does force a little bit of lost mine time as well, which is always something you have to keep in mind. As, oh, he's going to force a little bit more because he maybe didn't realize that all 4 have dropped. One of those little things. Better safe than sorry, of course, for herO's point of view. As Phoenix will fly in towards this base, he's just looking to kind of pick off some drones as well. So both players just battling, killing off each other's workers for now. There's the Spire coming down here from Solar. So Spire is on the way as the carriers come up. Again, maybe looking towards that corrupted base player style to shut this down at this point now. So 4 drones picked off here. You're going to see these Phoenix just backing away over the right-hand side. These Lings going to move forwards as well. Going to start trading out with a few of these adepts, but realizing that's probably not going to be a good trade from his side of things. So instead decides to pull on back. So these Lings are going to pull back towards the center, and Phoenix still just moving around, actually shutting down a couple more drones. This Overlord going to take a bit more damage as well. So Overlord goes down, and yeah, just damage being done all over the place. 9 workers killed in total. He's going to see a few more Banes Lings all gathering up together down to this south side. Phoenix are moving around as well. Going to move on forwards, and again, just looking for another queen kill, looking for another drones. You know, whatever he can find is great trades, and he's just buying him so much time to get up into carriers, while Solar's running around trying to defend this with queens, and, you know, he is going up into the Spire, but again, I mean, multiple carriers are going to be up by the time the Spire's done, so it's not like Solar's going to have an immediate timing or anything where he can hit, go straight to +1 flyer attacks, starts up 8 corruptors, but carriers are already massing on up, you know, is it going to be soon enough from Solar? You know, is he going to have enough in time? I actually really don't know. I sort of feel like he doesn't. But, I mean, I guess we'll find out very, very shortly here. 2 drones going down already. And still just these Phoenix moving in towards the main base. Looking to pick up a few more of these drones. So, just going to be seeing 5 workers picked off. And, again, the Phoenix looking to see what sort of direction I want to go in. I love this, though. The addition of the Void Rays from herO. Seeing the Corruptors, I think, is going to be his reaction to cancel the next 2 carriers and build Void Rays instead, knowing Void Rays are so good against Corruptors. And they'll just be that extra little bit of DPS to help just, really chunk away at the health of the Corruptors throughout the entirety of the fight. So that's going to be really cool. And you're going to see a couple of Lings coming across the map from Solar. And again, the Adepts, a couple of Sentries, and the Carriers all just going to be gathering up together. Corruptors move forwards. They're going to be nearly picking away at one of these Phoenix. Very nearly picking away at one of these Phoenix. Ling, Bane, Kreen. Now making its push up the right-hand side of the map. Carriers are going to turn around and start fighting here. The Void Rays coming in as well. No prismatic alignment just yet as Solar. He's really going to go for this then. So this is his time. And +1 flyer attacks. Not done just yet. Don't know if he's going to get a chance to finish here really as here we go. Overseer's leading the charge. He needs to keep those alive though. He needs to be able to see those units obviously. 2 Overseers remain as the force fields come down. Interceptors starting to fight against the Queens. As the Corruptors are fighting the Interceptors as well. Is there going to be enough here for Solar to push on through? Well, it's starting to look as though it may very well be. Corruptors moving forwards here. The Void Rays are now prismatic aligned up though, and that means they are going to start picking away at these Corruptors a little bit more quickly. Adepts on the ground getting rid of the Queens as well. Still some Interceptors flying around in the skies, and Solar's just going to type on out. He doesn't think he can take this. GG's. herO takes game number 2, and he takes a 2-0 over